Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Libra March 2023 weekly Tarot Bite reading. This is I Am Illuminated Tarot, a place for you to better connect with and illuminate your own personal spiritual importance. So, hi, everyone. This reading is truly, when I say a tarot bite, it's like a bite of a reading. It's a much shortened reading for the week than my other illumination reading. So this is meant to be more of just kind of like bring you back to a message to focus on, to ground you in your experience, to ground you in the present moment, and to for Spirit to really show you where a doorway is opening for you this week that's going to keep you in alignment with your spiritual growth, and where an opportunity might be coming in to kind of level up in some aspect of your experience. So we have seventh ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. I love it. It's number 44. So there's an element of kind of the angelic realm coming through, but also building on a firm foundation. So I'm going to go ahead here and read just the short excerpt that comes in the book with this oracle deck. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's pretty lengthy, and this is only meant to be about a 10-minute reading here. So it says, when the gift of the seventh ray enters your life, something new is being formed, something that will benefit your world. There may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, and ritual for healing purposes. Resonating with high-frequency violet light and the archangel Zadkiel, the seventh ray also helps transmute energy from lower to higher frequency. It is a spiritual cleansing agent that allows the truth of spiritual freedom, empowerment, and choice to be seen and felt, restoring hope and joy to the heart. I love that. I love that last part that it says it is a spiritual cleansing agent that allows the truth of spiritual freedom, empowerment, and choice to be seen and felt. So this is really interesting for many of you Librans out there. This is really about, I think, freeing yourself on a spiritual level, really bringing yourself to that place where maybe you have been, you've gone through a difficult period, or you've gone through something that maybe, and I know I can speak to this myself. Years ago, I went through a period of time when I was very disconnected from my spiritual experience, meaning my own unique experience. I was literally just kind of running on autopilot. And we can get to these moments where all of a sudden something, and it can truly just be from one week to the next, it's like out of the blue. It's like Spirit's like, ding, 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 wake up. It's time for you to free yourself. It's time for you to free your spiritual self, the part of yourself that's looking to be expressed, that's looking to be engaged with. And I think this could be that week for many of you, that there might be this kind of realization of, I've been chaining a part of my unique self back to something, and it's time to really free that now. And it's interesting that it kind of brings in that, I'm actually going to bring this up again just because I'd rather get the correct wording than paraphrase. But I like how it says that, there may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, and ritual for healing purposes, and that you have the energy, or you have the kind of magical component to help transmute energy from lower to higher frequency. So this really could be actually maybe taking something difficult you've gone through that does resonate with the lower energetic frequencies, of pain and suffering or anger, and really transmuting that to a higher frequency that comes with healing that. And that actually might have an application, not only in your experience, but maybe in helping others deal with a similar circumstance. But I do get the feeling that there's a feeling here of being able to kind of heal some aspect of yourself or your experience that has been kind of sitting in a lower vibrational frequency of those, harder to deal with energies like anger and suffering and a kind of emotional trauma. So this is that week that maybe you get a chance to really free yourself from those and transmute them through healing into a much higher vibrational frequency. So I'm going to pull a card now. This is what Spirit would like you to focus on, to be curious about, because this is the area where the doorway is opening for you. So we have Page of Cups and Four of Wands. I really, really like that. Page of Cups is that energy of kind of getting back in touch with our inner child, that part of ourself that innocently holds the cup, that we speak from that innocent place. We communicate with others about what we love without really, kind of having, the older we get, the more we kind of become guarded about what we share and how we share it. And that can be because some people might look at us a little strangely if we express, too much enthusiasm about something, or maybe because we might be seen as being naive or silly because when we express something, we don't know 100% about that topic or that need we need to have met. But what I like about this is that there's an innocent quality here about really kind of getting to that place within you where you do tap into that inner child, where you do tap into that kind of, it's true, like your spiritual essence of just who you are naturally. What do you love? What emotionally connects you? And if you could just continually share kind of from like that innocent childlike place of like, look, this is what's in my cup. This is me. This is what I love. There's something here around with the Four of Wands. This could be a home environment. It could be a marriage. This could be any type of foundation that you've been building that can be celebrated with others or shared with others. It could be even a business foundation. Maybe you're building a business or you're building a stable career path. This could even be a certain level of a foundation of education even. But there's something here around bringing your kind of purest, most innocent self to the table in this, and really speaking, because pages can be about communication, and it's really speaking from that emotionally vulnerable place, speaking from the inner child that lies within towards this foundation. So this could be for some of you even bringing this energy into your marriage or into your home environment, which is really nice. It's really lovely. Okay, so now let's see about, I'm going to pull a card now for the concept of courage, and this is where Spirit would like you to have the courage to surrender to the message on this card so that you have the courage to kind of walk through this portal. And for you, I think, is to have the courage to really honor this the inner innocent child within, and to really have the courage, I think, to speak from this place, either within the home or with another that you share in this relationship, or, could even be, again, to a business partner. This is business related. So it says, surrender to trust. It says, trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. And sometimes that can be difficult, especially in today's modern world. There's all kinds of conflicting messages. We're in a time of, transformation and transition, even in our culture, our larger culture and our larger society. But when we bring that, into something that's very intimate to us, into a home environment, into a romantic partnership, even into a, business that we are building for ourselves, this can be where we might feel the need to honor an innocent part of ourselves. We might feel the need to communicate about our needs, because that's also what's in this cup. That's the cup of his needs, his dreams, his wants and desires. And we can feel sometimes that when we act from that place, that others might judge that. Others might say, I don't want to do that, or I don't love doing that, or I don't see that as the best way to do it, or I'm not interested in that. That can be, something like that too. But this is really asking you to have the courage to surrender to trust, and specifically to surrender to trust, I think, to have faith in your own ability to communicate from this most intimate part of who you are. And that if you're really communicating from that place and putting yourself in that vulnerable place within your home environment, romantic relationship, to really, trust that what you're feeling is true, trust that what you want to do and the decisions you're making are true to you and true to your experience and are freeing you on some level, freeing this part of yourself. When we communicate from this part, when we allow this part of ourself, this vulnerable inner part to be seen, we are truly freeing that aspect of ourself to be expressed. And that is the goal of our entire life experience, is for us to express our uniqueness, to express what I look at as the divine coming through us, but in a way that only we can shine out into the world. We're kind of like the vessel or the beautiful cut multifaceted crystal, and we get to refract spirit in a different way than someone else in our experience. So I'm going to pull a final card here for the concept of contemplation, and we are going to get a chance to see where spirit would like you to kind of stay focused on. This is the message on this card is really what spirit would like you to really bring into your day-to-day experience, and to either, if you truly do have meditation time built in, or just, during your morning cup of coffee or that downtime at the office, that you keep this in mind throughout the week to really allow you again to see that portal that's opening for you, the opportunity maybe where you can really express yourself in that vulnerable way, and to surrender to trust around perhaps a decision or a way you want to be. Ooh, that's a little too many. We'll see if we can get just one more. This could even be, admitting to your partner that you want to do something else or that you need to have something change in your experience, or you've decided that, you want your kids to be homeschooled. It could be anything that pertains to you that somehow, I think, plays to perhaps a darker experience you've gone through, but now can maybe transmute it into something that is much lighter, brighter, happier, healing, and can actually maybe even heal others or some part of your experience. Okay, if something doesn't just want to come out like one card, and as I say that, here we go. It says antelope spirit, life is speeding up, number 2. I like the number 2 because it does speak to having to work with others. It's not a solo energy. So there could be something here where, again, what you choose to communicate on, the decision you might be choosing to make or wanting to express, that might be the catalyst for quick movement. We are moving at the end of this month into April. We are moving into Aries season, and this is the start of the new year in the Zodiac. It's also kind of more potent this year just because of where Aries is choosing to kind of find itself, its placement. Aries will be in Cancer, and that's really kind of getting us all focused on moving towards what we love. It will give us some focus kind of on the home and family as well, taking action in that realm. But there's also going to be, when we have Saturn that's just recently moved into Pisces, so it's kind of like that's a major shift in and of itself. So we're all going to see things kind of take off. But Libra, you are an air sign, so there's this feeling of that whatever you kind of get in touch with emotionally here this week, that's kind of causing you to maybe have to trust in a decision you want to make about yourself or your experience that's coming from this inner part of yourself, that it might be the catalyst, kind of like, you're an air sign, the air to the flame, it might literally kind of combust something into being. So keep that in mind. Really, this could be where some of you maybe are, this could actually be where you're actually talking to an individual really openly about wanting to move in together, or this could be where some of you maybe are even proposing to somebody. And maybe other people are telling you not to do it, something along those lines. But there is something here with life is speeding up, you will be working with others, and that in order for you to really take advantage of this kind of energetic shift, that you are going to have to trust in what you want and how you want to communicate, because that's going to really help you kind of, again, free your individuality as you might have to kind of integrate and work with others. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, Libra. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead, and I look forward to reading for you next week in the more expanded illumination reading. Bye, everyone.